1.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Welcome, everyone, to the Smack Raw podcast, NXT Takeover 31 recap episode. I am your host, as usual, for all these NXT stuff, SES Vince. Joined with me today is the one and only Kitty Bay Bay.
Hey, Bay.
There it is. I was waiting for it. It was a little bit of a delay, but how's it going, Kitty? Thank you for joining us, man.
Oh, I mean, now that I'm kind of taking over NXT, I'm happy that you're hosting.
Right. For the most part, right? But I felt like I had to get you on here. I wanted to get one quick show in before I, do my Shawn Michaels and leave because I've lost my smile promo. So so I want to get in a quick show with you, and plus you're taking over the reins of Wednesday night, so why not have the Queen of Wednesday nights join us for this? Obviously, I'm also joined by my brother from another mother, Mr. 8984, Aaron Real Petty, and the Triple H to my Shawn Michaels, the Tyler Breeze to my Fandango, the Kyle O'Reilly to my Bobby Fish, the Little Jimmy to my R-Truth, and everything else in between. I love you, my man. How's it going? Great to do another show with you.
Getting our last one in until you find your smile. I like the put Jimmy one.
It rolled off the dome, man. Rolled off the dome. You're the Aaliyah to my Buddy Murphy, man. That's what you are.
Hey, it's legal.
No, but how are you guys doing on this fine Sunday evening after Takeover 31?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
How'd you guys feel about the show overall? Like, do you guys feel like it delivered?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you say it was better than Takeover 30?
Yes.
I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that this might be top 3 Takeover. I don't know about that, but what do you guys feel about that statement?
I wouldn't say top 3.
Maybe top 3 in 2020 because 2020 has been so shitty.
No, I meant like top
True.
5 overall. Like
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
It might be the best Takeover of 2020, though. Could it?
Oh, for sure.
Could
By
be.
far.
Yeah.
And maybe the main event match, I could see you saying the main event match was maybe one of the best main events in Takeover history. But other than that,
Mhm.
I mean, it was a great pay-per-view, but I wouldn't put it. I don't think I could put it top 5 Takeovers all time.
True.
Yeah.
Even though you did your best attempt to make sure I couldn't enjoy that fucking main event
Oh my
with
God,
your Naomi
you both were
slander.
so annoying.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we get into the fucking recap, hold up,
go.
RN. I'm gonna mute you real quick. I'm gonna live the fucking gimmick. I'm muting you so people can understand that we were talking about the Ember Moon reveal, and this man says she's just gonna be the NXT Naomi, and I'm like, why are you hating on Ember Moon? Yeah, it was kind of lackluster, but like it was still good. It's a good addition to the division. She's like, nah, she's just good in the ring. She's a good athlete, but she sucks on the mic. She's boring. Her character is boring. And then I'm like, bro, stop hating. Don't be a hater. He was drinking the haterade this morning. Yes, it was lackluster, but whatever. And then it went into a whole tangent about Naomi and too much going on. Couldn't watch the main.
And listen, the two of you were blowing up my fucking phone. I was ready to turn y'all off and say, screw this. I was trying to enjoy the main event, but I couldn't because y'all were popping off on the chat.
Okay. Let's see.
Unmute him.
I'm trying to. He's going to have to unmute himself, I think.
All facts.
All facts. Arn, you're going to have to unmute yourself, buddy. I kind of did a thing, and I might have, fucked it up. There it is.
No, it was there. I just wanted to put my sign up first.
Okay, I got you, for sure. I mean, it makes sense. But no, it's all love here. I just kind of wanted to give him shit.
Kids today cannot multitask. I had 12 things going on, tweeting and watching the main event. Y'all kids need to...
Yeah, but us kids
I
can
could.
stay up past 10 without complaining, okay? Mister, come on, let's get this rolling. I'm trying to go to sleep.
I guess you can only do one thing while you're staying up past 10.
I put all my focus on one thing. I'm very passionate about the one thing I'm doing at that particular moment, And what we're doing at this particular moment is recapping TakeOver 31, guys. Let's start off with the very first match on the card, which was the North American title match between the current champion, Damian Priest, and the challenger, Johnny Takeover, Johnny Gargano. I just got to say it, man. Yo, Johnny can do no wrong at TakeOver. He does not miss at TakeOver. If he doesn't have like a title match, he probably has the best match on the card. I could argue that the first match on TakeOver was probably the best match. I was invested from start to finish. Granted, I had all the energy in the world because the pay-per-view had just started. And then towards the end, all of the matches just hit. All the matches fucking hit for me. But they started off hot with this main event, with the opener for the North American title. I didn't really feel that Johnny Gargano was going to win. I felt that Candice had a bigger chance of actually getting the title from Io as opposed to Damian, because he had just established himself as the North American champion. Me, Arn, and even like Matt Ritter from the Smacking the Raw podcast, no relation, shout out to Matt. He's always said that he doesn't feel like at that level. He hasn't felt like he doesn't have like that top like match opponent and like that big name opponent. And Johnny gave him that big match, and it delivered. There was a lot of like false finishes. There were bunch of big moves there. I love the finish, how he went for the one final beat, reversed it, changed it up to like a rope hung, like what's it called? What does he call his finisher again? I'm drawing a blank on it. The reckoning, like a rope hung reckoning. Yeah. It was all good. The over the top, like over the turnbuckle splash onto the security people, paying homage to Undertaker, Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania. Everything was good about this match. Johnny just, I can't say anything bad about this guy. He may not be the most entertaining guy. He might not be the most guy I enjoy on the show. But come TakeOver time, he's like MJ, Kobe, and LeBron when it comes to the playoffs. He comes in and puts in work, and you see the best from him. Katie, what are your thoughts on the match?
I mean, whole card overall was fantastic, but like this match, I got home just as Johnny was making his entrance. So cut it very, very close, but fantastic match. Like you said, Johnny can literally do no wrong at takeovers. That's why he's Mr. Takeover. Phenomenal.
Aaron?
Same thing. I mean, anybody that watches our show know how we feel about Gargano. To me, he is NXT. I mean, you can say anybody else you want, but in the last 3 or 4 years, like you said, you cannot say he has not delivered on every fucking takeover he's ever been on. And he gives back. That's the thing I like about him. Like, even though he is, to me, the top guy in NXT, he's always everyone's first big win. And that's to his credit that he's willing to give that new guy that rub by beating him.
Yeah.
Because think about everybody that's came in, their first real feud or first big feud was with Johnny Gargano. Flat out.
Yeah. He's given
I love him, like I said.
He's given a lot of guys their best matches. I feel like he's cemented himself in that Daniel Bryan HBK role, kind of like a Bret Hart, where like you're gonna get a great match out of them. Like, you know, I don't want to give him any shout out, but in his time before everything that happened, Benoit also had that label of being like a great wrestler, like a Kurt Angle. There's these workhorses we see every 5 to 7 years. They come in and just are amazing, phenomenal wrestlers. And Johnny Gargano has cracked that threshold. He may not be the guy on main roster, but regardless of where this man goes, he's always going to put on a fantastic match. So nothing but flowers. I just want to sit here and give Johnny all his flowers.
Damian Priest deserves his flowers too, because Damian Priest, every time, like you know, when he first came out, like he was my horse. You know what I'm saying? He will be. I told Katie too that him and Theory are my 2 favorite guys at NXT right now. I'm like, he just gets better and better and better in the ring and on the mic every week. Like, now that's what I like about him, is that you could tell he's putting in the work. You can tell he wants to be that guy, because to me, he's always performed too.
Yeah.
The few little opportunities he's had, he's always showed out. So I'm definitely, he's definitely my guy. I'm strapped with him for sure.
And you know what really helped him tonight, make him look like a big deal, and I feel like made TakeOver feel like a big deal, was the new Capitol Wrestling Center.
Right.
That's the name, right? I didn't fuck it up. I didn't write it down.
Capitol
Wrestling Center. Yeah. I thought it was cool. I liked how they still had basically the Thunderdome fans there, but they still had like the PC people. I thought the cage, like the fencing, was kind of like a unique twist to it.
It had
but
to
it
be
was still
friends and family because little kids there and everything.
yeah. So they were friends and family. It was not just performance center trainees. I thought it was really good. Even the pipe in like sound, I've gotten used to with the Thunderdome and this whole like quarantine shows. I thought this is what Takeover 30 needed. And that's why it didn't feel like a big pay-per-view because it didn't have the aesthetic to go with it. But how do you guys feel about the new home for NXT?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, like sad moment there for like the farewell of Full Sail. You know, the home of NXT from the jump. Like it's gonna suck.
No.
But...
I mean, not really, because they eventually with what they're doing, eventually they had to get out of there. I figured they would have been out of there long before they have been. To be 100% honest, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure they'll probably go back once all this crazy shit with Corona and everything's done.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so, just because it does carry that home feel, kind of like the Hammerstein Ballroom had for ECW back in the day. It just feels home. That's.
But my thing, like with all this shit going on and stuff, with them bringing fans back, like even though they try to pretend like AEW doesn't exist, and I get it, they should have stole that from them, having like a facility that has an outside. Where you can have people there, or like even if it was like a bar or some shit next to the beach, just some sort of open environment, like you're in Orlando. Take advantage
supposedly
of it,
that's an option that they're throwing out there for main roster. They're gonna get rid of the Thunderdome soon, so goodbye to that, and they're gonna try something different. I like what they did here with the Capitol Wrestling Center. It's really good. It's really good. It was dope. It felt like a different aesthetic. And it just felt very NXT.
I like they had the Thunderdome screens higher.
Yes.
Than what they like, and I thought that gave it like a kind of dope ass like different vibe, because you could still see the fans, and then up top, like above them, like kind of like if it was like the nosebleed section fans, you could still see the screens, or with the Thunderdome screens. Like I dug it. I thought it was fire.
Yeah. Quickly though, I want to go ahead and give Arn voice his their flowers, because they're going into work right now. He's losing his voice. They're working overtime, man. We're working 40-minute quarters over here or something, like in the NBA finals. Really, really, really putting that voice to work. I don't know what you were doing before this recap, man, but you were literally yelling at the screen at something. So moving on to the next match, though, we had Kushida taking on Patrick, and what could have been a street fight because they were in jeans the entire time.
I thought it was. I thought they like switched something last minute. I didn't.
I was confused too. I was confused because I'm like Patrick, he came out.
Jeans mean a fight, a parking lot brawl or street fight, something.
Yes. That's usually what they mean. So like
standard issue.
So Patrick came out. He was cosplaying the whole like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. He always does that kind of stuff when his opponent at Takeover tries to like play some mind games. Kushida came in with the whole Marty McFly look, jeans and everything. I thought it was good. Didn't even make an entrance. He just came in and jumped Velveteen. I thought the match was good. I knew it was going to be. I think this is probably the worst match on the show, but that's just because all the other matches were just so damn fucking good. If this was on
any other card, this match would have been top of the card.
Oh, for sure.
But because of everything that was going on and it being Takeover, it was the worst match. But that's not saying anything bad about the match. It's just happened to be the worst match on the card full of great matches.
Well, Arn, what are your takeaways from the match? What you like, what you dislike? What was the main things that stood out to you?
They were both heel, and it was okay. Like it wasn't like, it's not a big deal if two bad guys go against each other or if two good guys go against each other. It's wrestling. You have to fight each other. It can't always be one guy's a good guy, one guy's a bad guy. That's not how it works. And I'm glad that I don't think they intentionally did it, but he was fucking heel. I mean, he's been heel for the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm talking about Kushida. He's been heel.
Okay,
listen, bro.
Me and Arn have been talking about this whole time, ever since Return. Do you feel like Kushida's heel or just more an aggressive babyface?
I don't know. I'm kind of.
There's no sitting on the fence here, Katie. Pick a side, damn it.
Shut up, Vince.
me and her talk. Me and her talked about. I get it though. I was on the fence too until he beat the brakes off of Tony Nese. That wasn't aggressive. That was straight up heel, throwing him into every fucking thing out on the floor.
Right.
Completely fucking arm out of the socket, like, and just like in this match, attack fucking Patrick before the bell and everything. Like, I'm sorry, you know me, bro. I've been screaming this at NXT and one of these shows and me and you together for almost a year. I want to see heels doing heel shit. So if I'm telling you that was some heel shit, bro, just roll with me because that was all heel shit. Like I said, I was with Katie. I was on the fence about it. He beat the brakes off Nese. He fucked Nese up. I'm sorry.
But is Nese really a babyface though? Is the question. He's more of a tweener.
No, it ain't about Nese. It's about what he did, how he did it. It wasn't that he just kicked his ass. It was how he kicked his ass.
Fair. Katie, what are your thoughts on the match? Like, besides on the whole question of whether or not Kushida's a heel or not, how'd you feel about this match? How did we feel about it going into it, and what were your expectations afterwards?
Going into it, I was like, Lord, please let Kushida beat Patrick's ass because he needs it.
Yes.
Yep.
And was I screaming at my laptop, break his arm? Yes.
Yes. Dude, I kept tweeting, I'm like, fuck him up, Kushida, fuck him up. I get into
it needed to happen.
Yeah, it definitely needed to. Because here's the thing, what is there for Kushida if he doesn't go ahead and pick up the win here? I was talking to Oren last...
I was going to say, what does it do to Velveteen Dream? Like, should be on TV right now anyways.
Katie, quickly, I would just like to put the caveat out there that I want to refer to him as only Patrick going forward on the show. Let's just call him Patrick. Patrick
should not be on the show anyways, and if this is the best way to write his ass off of TV, good. Get him off my fucking screen.
It pissed me off where I didn't want to be like y'all are and yell at the TV because they're using that against us.
Yeah.
They knew that we were going to be up in arms about, and that's why they switched him to a heel to take advantage of it. And I think that that's just as greasy as sending a dick picture to a 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that on purpose and used that as a way to not get him over, but at least make it seem like he's over because so many people are against him. Yeah. And that, to me, like you said, he shouldn't be on TV. And if you do, you don't do it like this, where you're making it seem like you're doing exactly what we wanted you to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that pissed me off.
I mean, that's why it's pro wrestling, man. They out here doing corny shit. Right. The corny roots are showing, man. That's what that is. Right. But overall, going back to the match, there were a lot of really good spots. The top rope hoverboard lock. There were a lot of times where I felt like, damn, they might go ahead and give Patrick this win here and fuck over Kushida, but Kushida reversed. There were a couple, kept going into it. The story of the match was working on the shoulder, making sure that he's able to lock in the hoverboard lock and get the win. I think it was after the Dream Valley Driver that his shoulder completely gave up and was able to lock in the hoverboard lock one final time, and he tapped in almost immediately. After the match, he wouldn't even let the ref hold his hand up and just beat the brakes off of Patrick. I'm sorry, and it was the ass whooping he deserved. Even I said it in the group chat. I know it's kayfabe, but that ass whooping was definitely warranted and coming. For sure. All that's right in the world, man, because she's out here doing the Lord's work, and I'm not even that religious.
It really is, though.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what's next for Kushida? He could challenge for the North American title. I think he's a big enough name where he can go up to the mid-card or upper mid-card scene or even the main title scene. Maybe transitions to the Cruiserweight title scene. Santos Escobar might be needing a new opponent. He took on Isaiah Swerve Scott tonight. He defended his Cruiserweight title, and I gotta say, a fucking banger of a match. These guys were hitting some...
different?
No, but here's the thing. These guys deserve that shine. Even on main roster, the Cruiserweights never really got that shine. They never really got their flowers like they were supposed to. God damn it. I think I was on Young Kings Wrestling, and they were talking about how even, I think it was all the way back into, NXT UK, the last time they had the Cruiserweight title defended. The Worlds Collide, the Worlds Collide show.
Yeah.
Where,
January.
Yeah, and ever since then, how long has Triple H had this Cruiserweight title and has had maybe 3 or 4 opportunities to put a Cruiserweight title match on Takeover?
Well, it was held hostage for a little bit, remember, because Devlin got stuck in fucking Europe after he won it.
True. But even before that, with Garza, you had opportunities to go ahead and have Garza and at that point, Leo Rush have a takeover match. They didn't do that. Afterwards, where Escobar went ahead and won the title, there were opportunities there. You could have done the Drake Maverick Santos Escobar match at Takeover, and people would have bought it and would have like ate that whole shit up. But we never got that. Cruiserweight title match, really, really good. I felt like a really good fast-paced match, a lot of high spots. I liked the spot where he hit the Hurricane Rana to the outside and the rest of Legado catches him, and then they just go back into the whole like sequence of the match. It was very smooth, very seamless. You saw the shenanigans coming. They were going to be there. Katie.
I think you need Tango to come save him, honestly.
Katie, you said that it was what's his name? Adonis or Adante?
Adonis.
Dante Adonis.
Yeah, Dante Adonis or something like that, where he was the guy that got.
Adonis.
Yeah, Dante Adonis. Okay. Arn did the research. He did the job. He's out here doing his podcaster duties and actually looking into the research. Hit up Google and whatnot. Which I didn't. But
we
Katie
did the show together when he wrestled Patrick, bro.
Yeah.
We
I think it's Adonde Adonis. Adonde Adonis.
Nah, they changed it. It's Ashante Adonis now.
Well, whatever it is. We'll Google fact this after the goddamn show. The point is,
I said it on the fucking show.
I did not notice it. Okay. Jesus.
They did a whole ass interview with him afterwards.
I did not listen into it. Okay, I was not paying attention to it. Katie, overall the match, where do you think this leaves Swerve? Because I was saying in the group chat that yes, he lost, but this was a star-making performance for Swerve, and I could totally see him going away from the Cruiserweight title picture and going into that North American title picture, or in that upper mid-card range that Cameron Grimes is at, or even a Bronson Reed's at, because I think he's a big enough star. They just have him like stuck in the Cruiserweight division, for lack of a better word, and don't really let him like do other singles programs, because I think they got something there with Swerve.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly a star. Like, there's no doubt about it, any way, shape, or form. Putting him in the North American title picture would be smart, because Damian Priest is a big guy. Swerve's very much like Gargano, small, scrappy, fast. Like, it would make sense. I say do it.
And also, too, maybe that leads to a Damian Priest heel turn, because I love Damian Priest. I think he's really cool, but he just screams heel to me. And I feel like it doesn't connect as well when he's a babyface. What about, do you agree with that statement, Arn? Are you okay with him being the babyface, or?
I don't want him to be either. I want him to be whoever his opponent is. Where he shifts over to. I want him to be a tweener where, like, say he did go against somebody like Swerve, then I want him to be more of a heelish, like, because he has to do shit to counteract Swerve's athleticism. So he does some cheaper tactics and shit to get by. Like, I want him to stay that tweener, that cool guy, where you're gonna cheer for him no matter what, no matter who he's going against. To me, that's where I think his niche is. I guess, you know what I'm saying, being able to walk the line between a dickhead and a babyface.
Maybe that's what we need from Swerve, is walk the line between dickhead and just babyface. Maybe that's what you need from Swerve.
No, he needs to be a heel. His best work is as a heel.
Yeah, because you see his work as what was it? Shane Strickland in the Indies.
Yeah, it involved versus Matt Riddle. He was that armbreaker move. Like he modified it because he's not a heel yet, but it's essentially the one that fucking. What is it? I always forget. Phoenix and
Pentagon.
His brother, Pentagon. He stole the shit from Swerve.
Oh, really?
That's yeah. They were both doing it to each other back and forth at Lucha Underground when he was Killshot.
Oh, see, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm with that. Move Swerve up to the mid card, turn him heel, and have him beat his gimmick, break
snapping arms. That's what he
snap arms. Yeah, do that. I'm with it. Yeah, maybe change.
No, he did that. He did it to Matt Riddle. They had a fire ass feud.
Yeah,
him just snapping Matt Riddle's arm every week in Evolve or whatever. Like that's how I love Swerve. He has to be when Shane Strickland comes out of Swerve. I know it's supposed to technically be the same, but it's not. Get rid of those fucking capris. because that pisses me off. That's probably the only thing about him I hate is those capris.
Really?
Like
I'm feeling the Caprice, man. I was feeling them so much. I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna give me some Caprice. I want to live my best swerve life, man.
I mean, it is different, and no one really has it. But like, I'm not into it. And like I said, his heel work, like he doesn't feel natural being a babyface. He's not. He's all right on the mic anyway, but like it just doesn't feel natural. And I think to him too, he's more of a natural heel. And really, he's probably the nicest fucking guy ever.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone loves him. But to me, I think his better work would be. And I think people would take him more serious as a baby face once he got that heel run in him. You know what I'm saying? To get him back.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like for the most part, every good baby face had like a really solid heel run in between.
Right.
What about if they just pair him up with Adonis and make a tag team out of it? How do you guys feel about that? No, Katie, how do you feel about that? Do you think that'd be good? Do you feel like they're just squandering Swerve at that point?
Yeah.
I mean,
like he's proved he's a fantastic single star. Don't put him in a fucking tag team.
Well, he can't win a match. That's my own thing. If teaming him with Adonis helps him get some dubs, fuck it.
I mean, they do need some tag teams. I feel like all three brands are lacking in the tag team department, so why not? Maybe they can do like a friendship there where they do a tag team scene, but he's also a singles guy. Maybe there's options there. What about Escobar? Where do you guys see Escobar going next? Do you think Kushita's the next challenge, or because I feel like the cruiserweight division is very wide open. We don't really know what they're gonna do next in terms of a challenger.
There's only like two people there that can't be in the division, so it's got. I mean, not even trying to be funny, like legit. It's like fucking. It's Bronson Reed and what's his name, Ridge Holland are like the only two people that can't be a cruiserweight there. So. You can use pretty much everybody.
All right, fair. I mean, draft is coming up. Maybe we see someone from main roster switch over to NXT. Maybe we see one of the Undisputed Era members going after the Cruiserweight title. That'd be kind of dope.
I just don't see Escobar being at NXT much longer, especially with Garza and Andrade not hitting like that, like they originally were, like kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Like I said, language barrier, bro. I'm telling you, it's the difference. And Santos looks like a fucking star, bro.
Yo, shout out to fucking Santos Escobar coming out with the mariachi like charro outfit with the mask, everything. Yeah. I saw it. I fangirl. I'm like, ooh, go off, girl. Wear that fucking mask. Rep your heritage and shit for that raza. Let's get it. I was hype. At that point. Say what?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I liked him in this role, and they could use him. I think he's one of those guys that is going to be bigger on the main roster because that promo he did against Swerve with the suit and shit and everything. Like that felt like some like Ric Flair, fucking Cody now. Like that felt like some big time shit. Like without the Swerve shit. Like if that was just him there, that was some boss shit. I said it on our recap or whatever. Like. That was bossed the fuck up. Like, and I feel like he'll be better served on the main roster.
Oh, yeah. I feel like he's going to be what Del Rio should have been or what they were hoping Del Rio could have been. He's got everything.
Before he started beating bitches and drinking.
Anyway, next match on the card, we had Candice LeRae challenging Io Shirai for the NXT Women's title. And, some more flowers for Johnny Gargano. Coming out, being the simp husband that he is. Best role. Like, I'm sorry. I love Johnny. I think he's good. I like babyface Johnny Gargano, but Johnny Gargano as like the gimmick of Candice's husband is probably the most entertaining thing he's ever done on NXT.
The best part though was like a little subtle thing, but they said when she said when we started doing it the Gargano way, my way. Like even though she's Candice Gargano, she completely took the name and like the Gargano way is not his way, it's her way. Yeah. He's just finally getting bored with it. That little simple like subtle thing to me was like so fucking dope that she the Gargano way is not his way, it's my way, so that means it's our way. Now I'm like, talk that talk, sis.
This was the one match on the card where I felt like it could have gone either way. I was least confident about this match. Katie, do you think the right woman won here?
I mean, no, I don't.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Go off, Katie. Tell us how you really feel.
Listen, Candace should have fucking won.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. Like, Io's been champ for a minute. Like, Io's been champ, whatever. This was perfect time to have Candace be champion. This is the best she's been since being in NXT. They dropped the fucking ball. Period.
Let's go. Spicy take. Let's go. Normally, I'm the one with these spicy takes. Let's go. Keep going, girl.
No, like, they literally dropped the fucking ball. Like, that's it. They had a perfect opportunity. Heel Candace, like, taking on Toni Storm, taking on Ember Moon, like, Tegan whenever she comes back, because God bless.
Nah, ACL, she gone for another year, man.
Well, listen. Well, if they let Candace have the title, she could have held it for a long ass time. But no, they chose not to fucking do it.
Do you think they can circle back to it? Do you think there's a chance that
They're
can
not
still...
going to.
Because we got Halloween Havoc coming up at the end of the month. So maybe...
Is that confirmed?
That's confirmed. It's on October 28th, hosted by my girl Shotzi Blackheart. Ow! I can't do that. I can't do it. My voice is gonna crack. But I tried. I was gonna go into it, but then I kicked out like halfway through it. I'm like, nah. I know sold it halfway through it, but maybe she gets it at Halloween Havoc. That could be a thing.
Or she could have just had it now.
You know what? Patience is key, Katie. You can't have things when you want.
No. I'm sick of being patient. They should have gave Candace the opportunity a long time ago to be champ, but no, they fucking dropped the ball.
You don't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need, Katie.
Where's your tattoo, Vince?
Ooh,
okay, you know, we're gonna address that right now. So, I
Spicy.
had an issue there. I think they might have tossed out my package with my tattoos in there, so I might have to order new tattoos.
Figure it out.
I'm dead ass out of $15.
If you do a Golden Girls podcast, you gonna do that fucking tattoo.
Oh no, I'm coming back for Halloween Havoc. What you talking about? I'm coming back for Halloween Havoc, and better yet, I might lean into the whole like Cody Rhodes neck tattoo and go blonde, even if it's just permanent.
You said that. What's up?
Yeah,
Don't talk about it.
I'm gonna actually get a nice little suit. I might go ahead and be Cody Rhodes for Halloween. So for the Halloween Havoc,
you gotta go blonde now. All you gotta do is get a weird suit with the chains.
Yes, the chain. I mean, I got this one. I'll just like put it like in the pocket or something.
No, I'm talking about you gotta have the chain on your suit.
No, I'll recycle it, man. You know, I'll recycle it. I'll make it too. Hey, you know what? We're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm trying to budget my money. I want to make sure that I have my daily funds to go get me a taco or a McDouble or whatever my stomach heart desires that day. Okay. Going back to the show though, I kind of agree with Katie. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball here. Kind of should have gotten the title because you could always circle back to Io getting the title. They did it with Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. They both were 2-time NXT champions. So why not do that again? You can totally get away with that. I don't see the issue here whatsoever.
They basically did it with Shayna and Kyrie.
Yes. Do that. Give Candice maybe even like a 2-month reign.
They're stupid.
So I was talking to Colby from Wrestling News World. Shout out to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. You should check them out for all the latest wrestling news, recaps, pay-per-view predictions, all that other good stuff. Great articles. Check them out. Maybe even pay for their premium content. Great people over there. Colby was saying that maybe this means that Candice and Johnny are getting called up in the draft next Friday. Maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. SmackDown does need more depth in the women's division. They need fresh faces. So maybe Candice is the answer.
I hope not.
I hope not either. I'm hoping Rhea is the one that gets the call up.
Where NXT talents go to die.
Fair. But I don't know. So going back into the match, I thought it was really, really good. The addition of Johnny Gargano coming in and playing the referee, distracting the ref, allowing Candice to hit Io with the title. Io still kicking out. Beautiful moonsault to get the win towards the end. Johnny and Candice, they can't miss. They're fucking gold. They're probably my favorite thing going to NXT right now, other than Kyle O'Reilly hitting the air guitar in between his entrances. And post-match, we had Io Shirai being interrupted on the Titantron by Toni Storm, announcing that she's coming back. And funny enough, she had a bigger impact than the person that was being teased for the last 2-3 weeks. We had the whole 10-4-20 vignette promo. We cut back to it after Toni announced that she's coming to NXT and coming for that title, basically. Then whoever it was gonna be, when they got off the bike, already kind of looked kind of awkward walking. Then they got to the stage, and they still look kind of awkward. They look kind of thick. So initially, I was talking to Arn, and we were thinking it might be Tessa. Maybe they'll go if they sign Tessa. This the way they debut it. Luckily, it wasn't her. And then I saw she was a little thick. I'm like, nah, Tessa ain't that thick. That's got to be someone else. Then I saw like the chest area. She kind of looked brownish. I'm like, that's probably Ember. And then she struggled to take off the helmet, and sure enough, yeah, only Ember is that kind of awkward to go do this kind of things. I love Ember. She's a fantastic athlete. I'm glad she's back on NXT. This is where we saw the best of Ember Moon, and I felt like there was a lot left on the table for Ember Moon while she was in NXT. I think she got called up too soon. They called her up, had nothing to do with it, had nothing for her to do. She's kind of squandered and floundered for a bit, was never put in the legit title program. Now she's back here. Her and Io is going to slap. Her versus Candice is going to slap. Her against Dakota is going to slap. All these matches. This division is fucking stacked from top to bottom. There is no bad talent on there unless your name is Aaliyah. And going to this entrance, like, I thought the reveal of Ember Moon was dope. I like the addition of Ember, but it felt flat. I'll give Arn that. It felt flat. It felt awkward. It just didn't hit. Katie, what you think?
I mean, I was excited only because I was certain that Ember was never going to wrestle again with how long she's been gone.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, I popped. I was like, let's fucking go. Like you said, Vince, like, Ember in NXT destroyed. Like, she was badass. When she got to the main roster, she did nothing. So, seeing her in NXT again, I mean, obviously her skills are going to be a little different because her legs all fucked up, but it's going to be great.
I feel like...
Yeah, this was... Yeah.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but I did want to add the point that I feel like great wrestlers, once they're hindered in some kind of way, they find a way to change their style and become better in a different area of their game.
Oh, she's probably done flying around. I can tell you that.
I think she'll still hit the Eclipse. I think she'll still hit it. She might come up with a new finisher so she doesn't hit the Eclipse all the time and might just save it for like special occasions like takeovers. But
I guess Matt, my thing with Ember too is Matt said it best. You don't need to be good on the mic to get over in NXT. Your ring work gets you over in NXT. And I feel like that's what that to me is the main thing that hurt her when they pulled her up. It's like you said, there was so many more things they could have done with her to flesh out her character, to give her more time on the mic, to get more comfortable. But she never got that. And most of her things was just her ring work speaking for her. So when she called up, if you go to Raw or SmackDown and can't do anything on the mic or don't have any charisma on the mic, you're done. And I feel like that's what happened to her. She didn't get enough opportunities in the ring to get her those opportunities on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look at guys like an Apollo Crews or a Ricochet that were called up and aren't able to cut a fire promo on the mic, and it hurts them for sure. Even a guy like Andrade, he got away with Selena, but even on main roster, if Selena's not talking for him, like, he's kind of at a handicap right there. So you're right completely. I'm glad with her being back. How do you guys feel about the new hair look? I know she's showing it off on her Instagram for like a hot minute now, but how do you feel about like the little like buzz cut on the side?
I mean, I'm into it because it's different. You know what I'm saying? I always like different.
Yeah, I'm with it.
I like it.
I'm cool with it. Like I said, it just kind of fell flat, and I felt like Tony kind of stole her thunder. No pun intended, because she stole her thunder.
That's what pissed me off is that you literally made vignettes for the past 3 weeks, and you let somebody. Let's be honest. At this point, Tony is a bigger star than Ember right now because Ember's been gone so long.
There's more excitement for Tony because they haven't ruined Tony on the main roster. That's the difference.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, at this point, Tony's a bigger star. So you ruined Ember's debut. First of all, that stupid-ass helmet she couldn't get off. And then she didn't do anything. She didn't say anything. She didn't do anything. All she did was sat there and smile. Like, she didn't, like, even if she at least, like, pointed at Io's title or did, like, I'm here for the title, anything.
Yeah, man, do like a cross chop or something, man. Give me something. Because she kind of like did like that Ember Moon like awkward smirking smile thing she always does. Like, and it's so awkward. It is like, Ember, I love you, but don't do that shit, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even have minded that if she did like the discount double check shit, like, bitch, I'm here for your belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything.
Or do like an ODB shit where she's like just like pump your boobs or something. Like, give me something. Like, Bring like a like what are they called? Like what is
Flask,
it? Like,
yeah.
Flask, yeah. Bring out a flask. Go ahead, take a chug. Be like, "What's up, bitch? I'm here in NXT now. Come get some."
Right, exactly.
But no, we
And
didn't
then
get.
especially after Tony was talking all spicy on the promo
Oh
before that.
yeah, Tony
Just
fucking
called-
lit it up. Fuck, you know what they should have done? She should have shaved the side of her head live to try to intimidate her, kind of like Undertaker did with the promo where he cut his hair. Just been like, Zzz. I'm like, this is you. This is you, Io. This is gonna be you. And then just with the clippers, just zzz, get like a microphone. Like, can you really hear the buzzing sound from the clipper? I don't know, man. Come up with something, you know.
Something.
All right, we're getting off. We're going off the rails. We're going sidetracked.
Calm down.
Hollywood Havoc. Cody Rhodes is gonna be having his pants in a bunch because another WCW pay per view is coming to NXT. I don't know if that's a shot or I don't know. I'm kind of cool with Halloween Havoc. I always like these theme pay per views. I've always been a fan of them. I hated when they started doing like the match specific pay per views, like Hell in a Cell, TLC. The only exception is like the Rumble and Money in the Bank for me. But I loved like Halloween Havoc, Bad Blood, Unforgiven, like Judgment Day, and it's nice to see them kind of like return and not have like some generic name like Retribution or Payback or Battleground or whatever fucking generic name they can think of, like Roadblock, End of the Line, you know.
That's my thing. Like, there's so much good shit that they should be stealing from WCW. Like, you own it. It's yours.
Use it.
Like, I want World War III, the real one though, not the like NXT like gutted down version. I want the real one. 60 men, 3 rings. Let's go.
If they have Halloween Havoc and they don't somehow pay homage to Rey Mysterio's Halloween Havoc gear, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. It would have been a fail. I'm giving that pay per view an F-. I'd be disappointed. I'm not watching NXT for 2 weeks if they don't do that. But we'll see. I'm excited, and I was excited about the main event too because my boy Kyle O'Reilly, he finally got a singles title match, and it was against the NXT title, taking on the crown jewel, the centerpiece, Finn Balor, the current champion. But before we do that, before we get into the whole main event spiel in the last segment we're going to talk about, let's talk about Patreon real quick and tell you guys to head over to patreon.com/MacRawPodcast to support the show. Donate $1, $5. There's multiple different tiers. Katie, why don't you tell them what they get for the $5 tier?
You can get some cool ass stickers that I finally own.
Finally, right?
Finally.
Took forever. And we have the $25 tier, correct? You get a colored shirt of your choice. What else did they get?
In the $25 tier, you can get the stickers, the shirt, advertising. Like, we advertised D-Rod all of September.
We finally got rid of that. We finally got done with
finally,
that.
Yeah. Jesus.
So if you want to be shouted out just like D-Rod did for the month of October, go ahead and subscribe to our Patreon. You know, kick us $25, $5, anything you can support the show. If you like the content, go ahead and shell out your money. We want your money, damn it. Don't be afraid to give us your money during this pandemic. You don't need it. You don't need that taco. You don't need those hot Cheetos that you're gonna get. Send that dollar our way to get these quality recap shows. Okay, so
Facts.
Let's go back to main event. Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole. Phenomenal match, even though Aaron did his best to ruin it for me. I'm going to let Katie start us off here with the match here. Go ahead, Katie.
Well, you said Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole.
Finn Balor.
So you're wrong.
Sorry.
Let's try that again.
I have Adam Cole on the brain. I was thinking about Adam Cole the last 5 minutes, and he just got stuck there. And I don't
blame you.
I mean, I was just like, damn. Yeah, I want to be your baby, you know? But that's besides the point. Besides my infatuation for Adam Cole, how's the match between Finn Balor, the champion, and Kyle O'Reilly?
Oh my god, it was so good. I was captivated the entire time, and as soon as Finn hit, I think it was like a liver kick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I was like, is Kyle O'Reilly actually okay? I was very genuinely nervous. I was like, holy shit. It was just beautiful, like, technical wrestling, and they both are fantastic. Like, their records speak for themselves. Like, they've been in Japan, like, Kyle's been in Ring of Honor, like, all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
their resumes speak for themselves, and like this match was just perfect.
Yeah, I have no bad thing to say about this match. I want to know if did they agree beforehand? It's like, hey, Kyle, do you want to bleed from the mouth? I'm like, yeah, let's bleed from the mouth. Let's do like a blood pack before the match and make sure we both bleed from the mouth. At the end, like Finn looked like he was sucking on some like red Starburst, licorice, like Jolly Ranchers. His mouth was red as all fuck, man. I swear. But all right, man, like. Talk us about this match, man. Like, give me a rating. What would you rate this from like one through 5, or like a letter? Let's do a letter grade. What would you?
I'll say A+ for sure.
A+?
I mean, because like you said, like people were saying, like this could be the pay-per-view itself, a top 5 takeover. I don't agree with that. But if you wanted to rank the main events, I wouldn't be mad if you put this main event up against. In the top 5 of main events of all takeovers. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Like she said, this was a technical fucking masterpiece. like they kept saying on the thing, Shawn Michaels saying he's the best kept secret in wrestling, Kyle O'Reilly. He has been. He's probably just as good, if not better, on the mic than Adam Cole. Because they're literally best friends and been partners and been doing this together for fucking 20 years. Like they are off the he's off the charts.
Yeah,
he gets stuck into this tag team role and shit, which he's immaculate at. Maybe some of the best to ever do it. Him and Bobby Fish, especially Red Dragon.
Yeah,
before they came to NXT, but no, this is just. I mean, I didn't expect anything less than what we got tonight.
Oh yeah, it was phenomenal, top to bottom. Like I said, no bad thing I can say about this match. I actually want to go back and watch this since we're done with this recap. Right. I want to sit back and rewatch it, and I'm probably gonna watch it a week afterwards to let it simmer in and like get like a fresh perspective of it. The only thing
I can say is not that I wasn't disappointed, but I definitely expected UE to have like at least Bobby Fish come out and do like a ref distract, something like. I expected them to have some part of the match. Not even saying that, like, I figured it'd be like he'd come out and try something and Kyle would tell him, no, leave, go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I expected to have some sort of role in the match. I'm glad they didn't because then you got to just see Kyle literally on the stage in the spotlight by himself without them. But, like, I did expect some sort of, like, I don't want to say trickery, but I expected some little bullshit to kind of, like, even out the match to kind of bring the match back down for them to kick it back off to end it. But I'm glad I'm not mad at it at all, like I said. But I did expect the UE to be involved. I didn't think it would be at the end of the fucking match afterwards.
Yeah, but, I kind of preferred it that way. I feel like had Bobby Fish or someone came in tried to help, that would take away from Kyle O'Reilly a little bit and like put the focus on away from him. They're clearly trying to build him up as one of the top baby faces on NXT. Adam Cole is transitioning to that babyface role as well. There were reports saying that they're going to be both top baby faces and that supposedly Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish might be staying heel and feuding with Breezango for the NXT titles. So it's going to be weird to see how Undisputed Era looks like within the next couple of weeks. Quick shout out to Wreak Havoc because he's out here. He's paranoid. He has trust issues. He feels that Adam Cole and the rest of UE are going to turn on Kyle O'Reilly. He sees this happening. He thinks that after the match, so surprise, surprise, Finn Balor won after a hard-fought main event. Coup de grace. They both bled. There was a sign of respect. Beautiful moment. That right there, I don't know about you guys, but that kind of felt similar to the impact that Undertaker and Jeff Hardy had on Raw, where Jeff Hardy was acknowledged by Undertaker, a veteran that's been there for a good minute. And yes, Jeff Hardy has been there for a minute, but was never given that singles run. And it kind of felt like the same kind of rub that was given here. And just like guys in the past, like a Sami Zayn or a Bayley, he's not going to get that title right away, or even the Johnny Gargano. They're not going to get the title right away. They're going to build the journey and the chase for that title. So then when he finally does get it, it's not like an impromptu, like, gauntlet eliminator type match. There's an actual build up to it in anticipation. So it was fine by him, like, not winning. The surprise was Rich Holland just basically throwing the dead carcass of Adam Cole after the match, and then the rest of you is like, what happened? Like, he got his ass whipped, bro. What do you think happened?
Imagine them asking Finn what happened when they just had an hour-long match.
Why would Kyle O'Reilly and Finn Balor know what happened here? Like
Bobby Fish was like, Finn, what'd you see? What happened? He's like, Finn's like, I don't know, man. I didn't see nothing either. Like they just had a fucking Broadway match. Neither one of them saw what fucking happened.
Exactly. So they don't know what happened, and you know,
I hope we get a stable.
Yeah.
If they're gonna switch them babyface, I hope we get a stable out of this for them to go against.
For sure, definitely. Savannah says, "Poor Adam Cole." You know, shout out to Savannah, man. She out here like knee deep in the chat from the jump. We appreciate you being on the show and showing some love. But going back to Reek, he was saying that was like a little sus. That I'm like, what are the odds? Like, he kind of feels like that was a setup to like lure Kyle O'Reilly into like a sense of security.
I'm completely all in on Reese.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want them to like.
Got me wrapped. I'm in.
Stop it, man. You feeding into the bullshit from Reek. No, don't do it. What do you think, Katie? Would you prefer Adam Cole and Undisputed Era turning on Kyle O'Reilly, or just letting Adam Cole and Kyle be top baby faces?
Just don't ruin another good faction, please.
Thank you. Look,
right.
I'm gonna make.
I mean, I will say, as soon as Ridge threw Adam Cole's carcass, which I was very offended. I was like, and Bobby Fish and Roddy came out, and I was like, well, where the fuck were the two of y'all? Why didn't you help your boy out?
Right.
Like,
how's he walking around
that's Roddy and Bobby being sus, though. That's nothing to do with Kyle and Adam. That's Roddy and Bobby being fucking suspicious.
Yeah, I could see them being a tag team, breaking away from Undisputed Era. Maybe Undisputed Era like breaks up for a short spell there, and that they let Kyle and Adam be top singles guy, and they transition Roddy and Fish into a heel tag team, and then they just become that. But there's no UE. One comparison I wanted
could have Adam and Kyle reform Future Shock.
That's using your noodle, Katie. That's why we pay you the big
I'd
bucks
be down.
for. That's why we pay you the big bucks for, man.
I don't get paid shit. What do you mean?
We pay you in love and affection and support and emotional support. That's what we pay you in. Yeah, we pay you in gum, Katie. Have you not received your gum yet?
It took me a month and a half to get stickers. What do you think?
You were supposed to receive your gum in the mail. I'm sorry. I'll talk to my people. I'll talk to the powers that be to make sure you get paid in gum properly like you should be. I get paid in gum every week. I don't know about you. But going back to that, I want to make a comparison to New Japan Pro Wrestling and the Chaos faction. Shinsuke Nakamura was clearly the leader of that faction, but he was running with the mid-card title, the IC title. The top champion was with the world title there, the IWGP world title was Okada, but the leader was still Nakamura. You could still do a thing here where you go and have Adam be the North American title champion, like the North American champion, and you have Kyle go for the NXT title, and then he becomes champion. You still fulfill the Prophecy 2.0, but now you have Roddy and Fish being the tag team guys, and you have Adam being the mid-card champion. Elevate that to a similar way that The Miz has done with the IC title, or even the John Cena did with the US title. Elevate that division. Right. Do some interesting stuff there, because he's done everything there is to do with the NXT title picture. Refresh everything. They don't necessarily need to break up. I'm not saying that's what they were going with, but if, me being a huge UE mark, I wouldn't want them to break it up.
I just feel with the draft coming up, it's them pulling weird shit like this. Like, I think it was more weird that they didn't attack Kyle afterwards, Evolution style, than the fact that
would have been too predictable, man. That would have been too predictable, to be honest with you.
But not even necessarily that way in general, but like just them not doing anything. Like they didn't have any part of that match at all. Like, that's more suspicious to me than anything.
Yeah. Speaking of suspicious, Savannah in the chat is saying plot twist: Roddy and Bobby attacked Adam, and Rich just showed them what happened. So basically, Rich just found Adam Cole lying and beaten up, and he just brought him like, "Hey, is this your Adam Cole, Kyle?
Is this yours?
Is this your person?" Maybe that's what happened. Maybe Savannah's onto something.
Maybe it wasn't even them. Maybe it was just somebody else beat the shit out of them. It ain't like
maybe
they haven't made enemies.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
breaks off the fucking roster.
Maybe Rich Holland is just being a good Samaritan here and bringing Adam Cole to the Undisputed Era. Say, hey, I found this little guy in the back. Help him. I don't know what's wrong with him. You know, maybe it was like lost puppy situation where you're in the street and you see like an injured puppy. You don't know the owner, but then you take it to the police. You're like, hey, I found this puppy, and then they go ahead and find their owners. Maybe that's what it was.
How fucking dare you?
Adam Cole is the lost injured puppy of NXT.
Injured. He literally was unconscious and just thrown over the barricade.
Maybe he
Right.
partied too hard.
Injured puppy.
Maybe he partied too hard. Maybe he took way too many tequila shots like before the match started and he got fucked up. And Rich Holland's like, hey, yo, man, get your boy. He can't hold this liquor. There's a lot of options here. We don't know what the future holds for Adam Cole. For all we know, he just couldn't hold this liquor. That's
Savannah in the chat said, yes, exactly. This Adam says return to Kyle O'Reilly if found.
maybe that's why the shirt was ripped up. There was like a little like post-it note, and he like just ripped it off, but ripped the entire shirt with the post-it note because Rich Holland is so strong. Maybe that's what happened. Possibilities are endless here. But with that being said, though, that's the show, guys. That's everything on here. Anything else you guys want to mention about Takeover tonight that you didn't get a chance to say?
I'm good.
No? Okay, fair.
No.
I'd like to remind you guys that if you enjoy our show, go ahead and give this a like. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackRaw Podcast. Comment down below what you thought of Takeover. If you're one of those people that enjoy listening to their podcast via the audio realm, check us out, linktree/SmackRawPod. You can find us all our stuff there. Give it a download. If you're on Apple Podcasts, give it a rating and a review. Helps the show out a lot. Only 5-star ratings, or else don't give us any kind of rating at all. Okay, only 5-star ratings, or else we don't want it. Shout out to Savannah in the chat. She's been amazing. Last thing I want to say, I'm gonna be taking a step back on the show. Not to get a little like gushy or anything like that. Mushy and whatnot. But work and everything is preventing me from being the weekly guy on the show. So I'm going to be taking more of a John Cena, Brock Lesnar role and be a part-timer. I lost my smile. I need to go ahead and find it. It was probably in the same packaging that I lost the neck tattoos at. So maybe once I find the neck tattoos, I'll find my smile too. I'll probably be back for Halloween Havoc, Takeover Halloween Havoc. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week for more SmackDown podcasts. Later, y'all.
Yes.